Hey, welcome to Sipper Social Club. I'm Jeremy, and today I have Alberta Premium Cask Strength Batch Number 2. Will the sequel live up to the original? I'll let you know when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. Alright, so the second release of Alberta Premium coming in at 66% even on the ABV. That is 0.9% more than the first batch. Let's see how this one is on the nose. So pure caramel vanilla bomb going on here. Lots of rich caramel notes. Very, very heavy on the caramel. A little bit of like dark honey. Very subtle note, but really, really nice on here for sure. Then maybe like some floral aspects to it even. Some like little like rose, kind of rose water, rose petal, almost kind of characteristic. Get some barrel char. Definitely this is something that I picked up in the first release, and I'll get to the first release, we'll do a little side by side, but definitely like lots of barrel char, almost kind of like a smokiness, but not really. Definitely, in my opinion, they use some heavily charred barrels for this. But yeah, really nice on the nose. What I'm missing versus the first batch is that fruit note. Don't get any fruit really too much here, none really at all, but still, great notes here, very heavy sweetness, love it. Let's go palate. Again, that caramel, vanilla, really rich, really bold, really good. Oakiness comes through. Again, that barrel char carries over that kind of like burnt wood, smoked wood kind of aspect to it. Really works well. Some nice spice notes here. Lots of spice going on with it. Baked goods, baking spices, clove note, cinnamon note, all working very well together. Lots of rich notes again. That rye spice coming through. Again, really delicious Canadian whiskey. Canadian whiskey done the right way, presented at cask strength. Love the sweetness, love the caramel, love the spiciness, all working very well together. Just really delicious Canadian profile. This is how you want a 100% rye whiskey. Very bold, very nice. Let's see how it compares to batch 1. Alright, so I've reviewed batch 1 before, Jim Murray's Whiskey of the Year 2020. You can check that out here or in the description down below. Like I said before, coming in at 0.9% ABV less, 65.1, 66 even. On the old first batch, I think the main thing that really is the difference is that apricot fruit note that I'm getting on batch 1 that I do not get in batch 2. Everything else pretty similar in the characteristic. Lots of sweetness, the caramel vanilla is there, the spiciness is there. I think on the new batch, maybe I'm getting a little more baking spices, whereas maybe on batch 1 I just got more rye spice. Batch 2 definitely has like that floral aspect to it, a little more floral aspect that batch 1 does not have. But both really delicious 100% rye whiskeys. Cannot go wrong with either batch in my opinion. Score-wise for me. So on batch 1, I scored it 87 out of 100. I think batch 2, I think I'm going to go a point less just because that fruit note, that apricot note that I had, that I picked up on batch 1, I really liked. It kind of made it a very unique kind of style of rye that I wasn't used to with that fruit note. Kind of absent in the new batch, but that new batch still lots of good characteristics. Love that spice combo, and a little more extra elements too. So seems like the fruit's been replaced with a little more kind of floral aspect perhaps, maybe a little more baking spices versus the rye spice. So those are the main differences. So batch 2, I'm going 86 out of 100, a point less than batch 1. I'm still going to bump it up a point and a half for value. 65 Canadian dollars. You cannot go wrong at that price for this whiskey. Secondary market blew up huge when Jim Murray named it Canadian Whiskey of the Year. I saw prices in the US $300 a bottle, or so, maybe even $400 a bottle US. Something crazy like that. They were selling on the secondary market, from what I saw, for around 175 US. Of course, stores, those liquor stores can price whatever they want, and sometimes they just want to put a big price tag on a bottle just to say that they have it. And if someone comes along and buys it, then so be it. If not, they have it on their display case and they have the Whiskey of the Year in their shop, and they can talk about it or whatever they want to do. But anyway, batch 2 definitely lives up to batch 1. Maybe not quite as enjoyable, but just a mark less. Still definitely worthwhile picking up, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye. Have you had it? Batch 2 obviously selling out quite quickly as you'd expect. Still really good whiskey. Lives up to the hype of batch 1, in my opinion, for the most part. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content just like this, hit the subscribe button. Get notified when I release a video. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Cheers.